Hey there, friend. I'm going to share with you today all about this really awesome program that we just found as a family and absolutely love, Playing Preschool. So now that you've seen inside of our gigantic binder of this program and have an overview of what it includes, and you've seen a few activities that we've done, let me just tell you a bit about why we like this program and maybe a few things that we don't really like so much. I am a mom of two little boys, and there is a stereotype that little boys love activity, but I think as a little girl, I would have also loved having these kinds of activities. This program is so activity based, and as a non super creative mom, when it comes to thinking up activities and actually acting them out with my kids, this is very, very helpful. It has been holding my hand and guiding me through how to teach something in a hands-on way. We have focused a lot in the past on books and memorization, and that is great and is really important in the preschool years. But I feel like this program combines both of those things with their book selections and also doing some repetition of activities, and then adds in on top of that tons of activities. Every day there is some type of activity, whether it's art or science or math. My boys just love that. They love being active. So for a family maybe that struggles a bit with gathering resources or that struggles with being active at all, doesn't have kids who are active, I would say this program could still really be beneficial. It could push you in ways that you should be pushed, but it is something to be aware of if you're not in a stage of life where you want to do activities. For example, if you have an elderly parent that you're caring for, or a newborn, or maybe twins, that you are just needing to conserve some energy, this might not be the time to launch into this program, or it might be the time to do it quite slowly and to just give yourself permission to take a much more simplistic approach to preschool. I do want to add also that we love that this program includes poems and songs for each unit. My boys love themed songs and they love repeating things over and over again. That's just the preschool stage. It's really beneficial for their learning and their growth to repeat things. And so we've really enjoyed the poems and songs. We've also enjoyed just being able to play together. Playing preschool really is about playing together. And as a mom, I sometimes need that push to get me to play with my boys. It helps me when I know that there's some kind of goal behind what we're doing, and yet it's still enjoyable. Some of our favorite activities have been art activities, and that is something that this program just so expertly weaves into science with a combination of colors and also just into the stories. And so having it all joined together in a very cohesive way is something that I find really helpful. I, as the teacher, also love that the resource lists and book lists are right there at the beginning of each unit for you to prepare in advance. And there are a lot of helpful notes at the very beginning of the teacher's manual that guide you through memorization and if that's important, mastery approach if that's important, but also just explaining the overall philosophy that the author has for preschool. The last thing that I love about this program is that it can fit into our daily schedule. My son goes part-time to our local international school, so we're doing a hybrid of homeschooling and kind of a private schooling. I can make this program fit within an entire day. We can do all the activities, or part of the day. We can fit all the activities in a small space of time, or just choose a few that will work. And it's extremely flexible, but it also has enough meat there that we can continue beyond just a few minutes of activity and actually make our day really full. Finally, I love that this program allows me to include multiple children. My boys are close in age, but not at quite the same ability level. And so when we have a lot of hands-on things, I can differentiate the levels that we're doing them in, but also they're both able to enjoy doing the things together and having this mom time where they know my attention is completely focused on them and we're all doing something fun together that they really enjoy. Okay, now something that I haven't found super helpful has been the letters. So if you want to have more helpful phonics programs, I will link my video about JD Alvarez's phonics program in the description box below. I also recommend that you would look into things like Sing, Spell, Read, and Write, or some other more comprehensive programs for actually teaching your child to read. But I think from the author's perspective, that is more a part of kindergarten. And so in preschool, you're just being introduced to the letter shapes and names and some sounds. For example, you're learning that the letter N is at the beginning of words like nap and night. Instead of actually trying to memorize each letter, sound, and name and writing it and reading it in CVC words or anything like that, it's more of a basic introduction. So because we've already worked past that stage, I have mostly skipped those activities with my oldest son, but with future children, they might come in handy. They might be really helpful. Another thing that we have found not so helpful because of its basic level is a lot of the numeracy activities. We use Math with Confidence from the Well-Trained Mind Press. And we've worked through preschool math with confidence. We're currently working through kindergarten math with confidence, even though we're not at the kindergarten level yet. And so the Playing Preschool math level is not quite the same. There's a lot of counting and you're using 5 frames, but we've already worked up to 10 frames. And if you're familiar with those terms, that just means it's counting up to 10 objects and being able to recognize 10 objects instead of just 5. So we're a little more advanced than the math and reading levels within this program, but we do find the science and art and book selections and other activities and cognitive predictive activities really fun and helpful. It's still really enjoyable. There's still a lot of benefit to this program, but those are just a few things that I think you might want to be aware of if you're going into this program and have already done some preschool things with your child. Those are my thoughts about Playing Preschool. I want to give you an update once we finish the entire first year program and just let you know where we're at. We are still combining this program with other resources that we already have, and that still works well. But I really, really, really like this program. Even as a standalone program, I think it's robust. I think it has really good skills. It will prepare children well for kindergarten and also just give some really good bonding time and some really good active playtime. It really is play-based like it claims, and it has a lot of great best strategies, best teaching practices built into it. So if you guys have any other comments or you want to let me know about your experience with Playing Preschool, please tell me in the comments below. Otherwise, subscribe if you want to and leave a like on the video. It helps my channel out, and I will see you guys in my next video. If you want something to watch in the meantime, go ahead and check out my video about JD Alvarez's phonics program, and you can learn more about teaching letters to really young preschoolers. See you guys. Bye.